call Dewey's birth soft. Nevertheless, it was not without purpose. He was born for a reason, his parents thought. Kathy and Josh Butler had always wanted a large family. 13 children, at least, according to the old teachings they adhered to. I come from a large family myself, explains Kathy. Josh had a family orientation too, that's what attracted us to each other. Their pregnancy was planned and clearly calibrated. Examinations, plans, observations. And in September 2014, they found out they were pregnant. But their world was shaken when, at 20 weeks pregnant, doctors diagnosed Dewey with a rare genetic abnormality. He had a thickening of his neck and legs like tubers, Kathy recalls. That's what the doctors told us. Every new ultrasound showed nothing good. Dewey had a difficult life ahead of him, and the doctors didn't know what to do about it. Eventually, at 39 weeks pregnant, they performed a C-section on Kathy and saw that Dewey's umbilical cord was only fully developed until 20 weeks. It was also wrapped around his neck several times. Kathy took the baby in her arms, reverently and gently. She managed to hold him for a few minutes before he went to the NICU. Dewey was indeed born with genetic abnormalities, and on top of that, he had breathing and heart problems. The couple still couldn't wait for the surgery, after which they were allowed to take the baby home. But his heart failed, and he died on the operating table without ever going home. He lived only 132 days. The couple was devastated. They were told that this genetic disorder could manifest itself in other children, and all their dreams of a large family were dashed. Then they heard the nurses whispering. It was hard to call it just a coincidence. They were talking about some child who had been abandoned by his mother. He, too, had health problems similar to those of Dewey. But the Butlers didn't care much. Rex, too, was on a ventilator, just like Dewey. He was exactly the same as Dewey, but alive. The doctors were more optimistic about Rex's health, and their predictions came true. After a long time. He was able to go home. To his new home, his new family. The Butler family. Losing his son in this adoption allowed the family to strengthen their marriage, and realize that children are really the greatest value. We feel better about each other, they say, after going through so many trials. But it was worth it.